Welcome to The Drive, your commute-sized podcast powered by the West Des Moines Chamber of Commerce and ITA Group. In the time it takes to get across the metro, you'll gain fresh insights from Iowa's top leaders, CEOs, innovators, and changemakers who are shaping the future of business. I'm your host, Katherine Harrington, and each week we'll explore leadership, loyalty, and the big ideas that keep our region moving forward. Hello, everybody. I am so excited to be here today. We have a brand new podcast for you called The Drive. It's powered by the West Des Moines Chamber of Commerce and ITA Group. We appreciate ITA Group for their support. We're at the beautiful facility here at Trilex, and we're going to drive along with a lot of fun, positivity, leadership, insightful trends, you name it. And we're talking to key leaders around the metro about their leadership journey and how they help their employees thrive and vibe. So thank you for being on The Drive. And today we have Amanda Ewing, and Amanda is the Director of Growth and Family Engagement with Legacy Bridge Private Family Offices in beautiful West Des Moines, Iowa. So Amanda, thank you for being here today.
Well, thank you for having me.
I'm so excited.
This is fun.
This is so fun.
Yeah.
I know we're driving to success today.
I love it.
Woo, woo, woo.
This is great. Yeah. No, this is great. I'm 2 weeks on the job. So it's a new start, a new thing for me, but I've really enjoyed the last 2 weeks, and I see a lot of opportunity with the company.
I love it.
Yeah.
So tell us about Legacy Bridge.
Sure.
And so
Yeah.
for those of you that are not familiar, but tell us about Legacy Bridge.
Yeah, so Legacy Bridge has been around now for about little over 10 years.
Okay.
They have been in the building in West Des Moines now for just over a couple of years, I believe. So it's new, it's beautiful. I'm sure a lot of people drive by and see it. There's a lot of growth in on that street there on Grand, but it's beautiful. Mike Swendell is the CEO of Legacy Bridge. It's a private family office for families that have generational needs with kids and grandkids, and we provide services for them, not only manage their wealth, but help them along the way in education and a whole slew of things, more than I ever imagined. Wow. So that's what's cool about Legacy Bridge is there's not one shoe that fits every client. It's very different.
Mike's always kind of said about Legacy Bridge, we're kind of an extension of your family. He's
very much so
talked about that.
Yeah,
which is so neat.
Yeah, and I would say the individuals that work there are experts in the business. They do a great job. They've been there a long time. They've worked with this kind of industry, so it's cool to see it all in action.
I love it. I love it. Well, Legacy Bridge is a President's Council member of the West Des Moines Chamber, so we appreciate your support very much of our community and our city and helping us grow. So
great. Yeah,
appreciate you very much. So tell us about you, Amanda, and your career. You've had some exciting things in your career. You worked with Walt Disney for a while, so tell us about you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So my career actually started with Target Corporation up in Minneapolis, on the buying team there, and it was a great place to start. So I went into what they're calling home entertainment. So that would be anything like books and movies and music. Cool. And that's kind of what started my path. And then from there, I went to Disney and worked for their home entertainment side of Disney, calling on retailers. That's so fun. Mostly big box retailers like Best Buy and Target and Amazon. And I did that for about 15 years. Lived in Des Moines, worked remotely, did some travel. Cool. And then from there, I went to a media company here in Des Moines called Grey Dog Media. Worked for them for about 10 years. And that was cool. They specialize in content marketing for anything within food and drink and beyond. Okay. So got to be a part of some really good shoots, food panels, recipe development. It was really a lot of fun. And I enjoyed that for about 10 years. And then, like I said, I've been at Legacy Bridge now for about 2 weeks. Fun. So very different, starting over. Yeah. I like to say with each decade, I've kind of had a big change in my life. So this is a cool one. Yeah. Well,
we love that. We love that you're working in West Des Moines and with Mike and the whole team there. So that's incredible. So we've got some other questions here we're going to talk about. ITA Group, they're all about leadership, culture, and helping businesses grow and thrive and creating great experiences for businesses. And so we're going to talk about leadership and culture a little bit. So
love it.
What is your leadership philosophy? You've been a leader over the years, and what's important to you?
Yeah. And, I've been in so many different roles throughout the year. I've led big teams, small teams, no teams at times, been on my own at times. But I think the biggest thing I learned early on was that you can't do it all on your own. I think the biggest strength you can have is to have the courage to ask for help. And I think a lot of people fear that or feel that it makes them look weak, which I do not believe that. I think that everybody has a purpose on a team.
Yeah.
And I think team is so important. But the minute you can realize that not everything is on your shoulders and that you have people that can help you with things and empower you and you can empower them, it all comes together at a great benefit. And I think that's important. I learned that at Disney, especially because you always have so many people that are contributing to an overall business and they're experts, whether it's in finance or creative or retail management or the account side. You need everybody to be really good at what they do, and they all come together, and you're not going to be the expert in all those areas. There's a reason why there's a team in place. So I think it's important that when you get to a position where you may not know the answer, that you ask for help and then you learn from it.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Letting go a little bit too, right?
Letting go
Some
and
of
just
that.
setting that example.
Yeah.
And then it encourages people to ask you for help as well. So I think
love
that's
that.
important. Yeah.
That's amazing. So what is a leadership lesson you wish you learned maybe early in your career?
I think failure's okay. I
Okay.
think it's okay to fail. You know, if you live in fear of failure, it's going to get you.
Yeah.
So I think it's okay to fail as long as you're learning from it.
Yeah.
Some of the best things come from failure. But to live in fear and to feel like you're going to fail and that may be something that's going to hold you back is really a detriment to your career.
Yeah.
I think you have to learn from those failures and then use that moving forward.
And that's a really innovative mindset too, right? To fail fast. I know a lot of the innovation CEOs around the country talk about failing fast, right?
Right. Yeah.
And that's okay because then you learn from it and you move on. So that's
and
a really
owning
great.
it. You know, I think that's a big piece of it too, because you're always being watched. And I think especially going back to teams, they're watching how you lead and they're watching how you handle things. And if they're going to respect you for the way you handled failure, it's going to be a better outcome in the end.
I love that. Modeling. Love
Yeah.
that. Okay, we're going to move to some hot topics here. Hot
Okay.
topics. What is a big business trend you're seeing right now, maybe in marketing, because you've got this huge marketing background, or any trend you're seeing in business right now?
I mean, you can't go without saying AI is a huge trend right now, and that's probably the most expected answer. But I think there's so many different layers to it. I look at like how different people can use it across industries. I'm using it as a teacher right now, you know, learning about this business of private family office.
Cool.
Like just really digging in and asking questions and not feeling like questions are dumb questions, you know, like they're never going to tell you it's a dumb question. So they've become my best friend a little bit in learning about how to be an expert in this business. But and even, you know, looking at my dad and my kids and how they use it, I think it's unique to everybody. And do what you can with it. But I think that's probably the biggest trend right now that I'm seeing. It's fun.
Yeah.
You can make it fun. But also it's just it's a layer of securement that you can have if you don't know the answer.
You know, I actually told my I call my ChatGPT BizBot. I told my BizBot the other day I loved it.
Yeah.
I just was like, I love you. I typed that in and I'm like, oh my God, why did I just do that?
I know. Isn't it funny that you find yourself talking to a screen and you're like, thank you.
I was like, I love you.
Yeah.
Did you hear that every time you say thank you, the energy consumption of thank you, they're trying to tell us not to say thank you. Have you heard this?
No.
Because the energy consumption around the world, like, you know, because everybody's on chat now, right?
Yeah.
And just the thank yous, because then chat will respond, oh, thank you so much. Well, you're doing great. Keep on going. And I love
it's encouraging.
You know, like just that thank you is causing, you know, such an energy consumption drain around the world.
Well,
so they're telling us not to do that
kinds,
anymore.
Yeah. You see people that are really polite with it. Do you mind looking into this? Or do you mind? That would be great.
Oh my gosh.
You know, something. Or you have people that are like, I don't agree with your answer.
That's so funny.
But I would say that trend, it's coming and there's no denying. And it's going to be a big part of what we see here in the next few years. Yeah.
It's going to be wild to see how things change and evolve.
Yeah.
So ITA Group is all about customer loyalty. So this is a customer loyalty question. How do you make customers feel loyal versus just satisfied?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
You know, I've worked with customers my whole life in my professional career. I think customers, first and foremost, be their friend, be their, like really come from where they're coming from, be their champion, especially if there's a need that you need to provide a solution for. I think getting in that mindset and trying to solve that problem for them. I always think about that when I'm selling a product, like how can this solve a problem for them? And I think that's important, but also just understanding kind of where they're coming from, being respectful, being trusting. If they see you do something, like you're putting yourself in their shoes, you want what's best for them, not maybe always what's best for your company. That's always good too. It's a fine line. You want to make sure that you're balancing both. But I've always been on the account services side of things, and I feel like the minute that they have that trust in me, that they see me go into bat for them, giving them the best options available, that's when that trust forms. That's when it's loyalty. That's when I'm going to get the calls maybe after hours, and they're really going to appreciate it. It doesn't get out of hand, but there is that relationship where they know they can call me anytime, and I'm not going to be offended by it.
It sounds like you've been a really great relationship builder over your years.
Yeah.
Sounds like
I think that's probably my biggest asset as a professional. And Mike and I talked about that when I came to Legacy Bridge. They were like, the thing that attracts us to you is your relationship skills. And I think that's important. And that comes obviously with just the kind of person you are, I think. I'm the same person you're going to see here or at the grocery store or anywhere. You're going to find the same person.
Me too. You and I are a lot alike.
Yeah, I think so. Like it's too much
amazing.
Work to have to manage different personalities and different. I'd rather you just like me for who I am. And I promise you it's going to pay out.
That's awesome. I love it. Okay, some speed round questions. Speed round. We're on the drive, so we got to use all these analogies, right? Speed round, speed drive.
I love it.
Okay.
I love it. Yeah.
Okay, so commute confessions, little segment here. What's one habit that fuels your success?
Sleep.
I
am a sleeper.
How much sleep do you get a night on
I
average?
go to bed between 9 and 10, and I sleep until 6 or 7.
Okay.
Depending on what I have going on.
Sleep.
My husband's always like, how do you get so much sleep? Well, he's flabbergasted by it, but I do love my sleep. And I would say I am proud of my age. I'm a 50-year-old woman, and I sleep better than all of my friends. I have no issues with sleeping.
Do you have any sleep secrets?
I don't.
That help you get to sleep or stay asleep?
I don't.
Really?
I don't.
Okay.
Not to say there's going to be a night or two. Okay. I know. Yeah. But I would say the biggest thing is I really have my atmosphere that I fall asleep to. I love having the TV on, which some people will say that's great. Some people are not proponents of it. But I think just having the comfort that's same every night is my same. It's my same routine. Process. Yep. Yeah. Same routine. Every night I do the same thing.
Do you shut off your cell phone right before you go to bed too? I know a lot of people say that light is
I'm never on my phone before I go to bed.
Okay, that might help too.
So if you're going to text me or call me past 8:30, I'm probably not going to get back to you until the morning.
That's good boundaries.
Maybe that's, I've never really thought about
setting.
That. Yeah. But if my kids call, of course. Yep. But I'm going to be honest.
Same.
I'm a mom.
Yeah.
But I would say the biggest thing is just, setting boundaries, having the same environment. And I get good sleep. I'm not a napper. I don't nap, on the weekends.
Yeah.
So I would say it's just consistency.
I love it. Yeah. I love that. That's probably the secret to life right there is good sleep.
Good sleep.
Yeah.
I know. I wish there was a perfect answer. Everybody's different, but
no, it's a great answer. I love that. I have this new thing now where I don't know why, but t-shirts on it's like a mask, because I don't like any light. So I put t-shirts on my eyes. And it kind of that pressure feels good. I don't know why. My face. Yeah. So that's a little sleep secret I have, but
cold sheets.
Yeah. Cold sheets
a good pillow.
Yeah. And then you get warm and you go to sleep.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Fast forward segment.
Okay.
In our speed round. What is your 30-second prediction about what business will look like in 5 years? I know we talked a little bit about AI, but any predictions looking into the crystal ball?
I think, honestly, I can't predict how it's going to look, but I do know it's going to look different. I think 2 years from now, it's going to look a lot different. Everybody talks about change fatigue and how as a leader, you're constantly trying to stay up to speed with change and always being an expert with change. And it's just impossible. I think that's, again, where you have to lean on people that know how to handle certain things. And when change comes, you embrace it. And it's okay to fail if you don't get it right away. But I think change is going to continue to happen. And we don't know what the next 5 years are going to look like. And that's what makes it tricky. But I do think if you can expect it and embrace it, you'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that a lot. Love that answer. I've never heard of change fatigue. That's so really, I've never heard of that before. Okay.
I think that comes from my marketing background.
Okay.
Because
good to
the
know
way
that.
we market products and business change so much year to year.
Yeah.
There's always something new coming out, a new way to attract consumers. And I feel like consumption looks so different for so many different people.
Yeah.
So I think you're trying to stay on top of that, but there's just no way you're ever going to be the best at all of it.
Yeah.
And that's why I think you have to find your lane and be really good at that.
Our team always says it will always work out.
It will always work out.
It'll just work out. Like we get so hung up about things. Well, what if? And it's like, it's okay. It'll work out.
Yeah.
It'll just work out, you know, and it won't be the end of the world. It's,
and I would argue that
always works out.
Human nature is change is tough. And a lot of people don't like change. And I think with age, change gets harder. And so for professionals that have been in the industry for a long time, when they have to change or when they have to embrace change, it's harder.
Yeah.
And so I think that's important, again, to lean on people that you trust and that you can learn from.
Do you like change, Amanda?
I found myself, before I took this job with Legacy Bridge, getting kind of set in my ways for the first time in my life. And I think this is the first, going from Disney to Grey Dog to Legacy Bridge, they've all been very different professions. And it really had to force me to start from scratch, take a little bit of what I did in that prior position, but also like learning everything from scratch and learning everything from a new perspective. So I will say I'm doing okay with it. I'm surprised, but I know it's going to be for my better,
I love it. It's growth.
It's
right?
growth.
Learning new things and growing from it.
Yep.
I love it. Okay. Fun question. What was your first car? And maybe any fun stories or lessons learned or?
My first car at 16 was a Pontiac Le Mans.
Okay.
Bright blue.
Bright blue.
It was a year old. Bless my father's heart. He bought me. It was $5,000. I remember it was a big deal.
Gee,
very big deal.
$5,000. That's amazing.
Yep. And it was this little hatchback. I felt like the luckiest girl in the world. But yeah, I had that car for a long time. Watched it break down to nothing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
we held on. Yeah,
for a long time. How many years did you have it?
I think I had it for almost 10 years.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. So
that's so cool. I love it. Your first car. I love that.
Yep.
Well, Amanda Ewing, thank you so much for being on the Drive podcast.
Sure.
Yep. In 15 minutes, your commute time, you can listen to The Drive, watch us on YouTube, anywhere you get your podcast, we're going to be here for you. So it's just been such a lovely time getting to know you. We don't know each other, which I can't believe we've not met before.
We will.
We
will know.
But now we know each other. So it's just really wonderful. So appreciate all your words of wisdom on leadership and wish you the best of luck at Legacy Bridge. We appreciate that company so much, and Mike and all the people that are there. So
yeah,
really
they're
incredible.
great. They're great.
So follow us, The Drive, powered by West Des Moines Chamber of Commerce and ITA Group, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. The Drive, fast, fresh, and full of ideas for the leaders of today and tomorrow.